Okay guys, just back in the studio here. Just going to do a little comparison today between a long iron and a hybrid and the difference of maybe what the flight does with a hybrid against the long iron. As you know, the traditional long iron, the 4s, 3s, maybe 2 irons, the old sort of 1 irons that you don't really get hold of anymore. Very obviously low flight, they were very hit and miss. You actually had to really sort of button it with a good solid technique to get a proper flight on the ball and hit target. So they are quite a hard club to use. Obviously the introduction of hybrid many years ago, obviously a lot easier to use nowadays, a lot more forgiving, but provides a higher ball flight. Okay, so when you're hitting into a green, descent angle is a little bit steep with a hybrid, so you've got more of that drop and stop sort of shot, where obviously a long iron is coming in a little bit lower. So what we're going to do today on the GC2 here, we're just on the driving range, we're just going to hit some with the 4 iron first. We'll get a little bit of an average of its launch, its peak height and descent angle, and then we're just going to hit some of the hybrid in the number 4, so equivalent sort of loft options really and replacement, should I say. And just see if that launch angle, peak height, descent angle just changes between the two. Okay, so just going to get this hooked over, get the club set up on the launch mode, so then we'll come straight back and we'll have a go. So we're going to hit the 4 iron first, 2 or 3 shots with this, and then we'll have a quick look at the numbers. Okay, that last one was a lot better. First 2 a little bit push with a bit of fade. That last one was a lot better there. Okay, so we'll flick over to the 4 hybrid, and then we'll go back and look at the comparison between the two lots of clubs. Okay, we're on the 4 hybrid. We'll set it up as a red ball flight tracer so we can see the difference between the 2 flights. Okay, so that's 3 shots hit with each. Let's have a quick look at the data numbers and just have a little comparison of the launch, peak height and also descent angle. Okay guys, just got the data up here, just got a side on view of the ball flight. So you can obviously see that the white flight, which was the 4 iron, is considerably lower and also a little bit shorter on its pitch distance compared to the 4 hybrid, which is the red ball flight. As we look at the dispersion rings just lower down here, you can see it was a tighter dispersion with the hybrid than it was with the iron, so I was a little bit more accurate with that. Granted, I missed target a little bit to the right there. I've just got a little bit of a push cut just happening there, but that's more me than the actual club. But I was more consistent in the grouping of the golf balls, which is the important part of it. Just having a quick look at a different sort of set of numbers here. So as I said, we're going to look at launch angle here. So with a 4 iron, as you can see, it was at 13 degrees average. The hybrid was 14.1, so it's definitely launching higher. This is quite interesting. You can see the ball speed difference here. It's 10 mile an hour difference on the ball speed. Now, because of the hybrid and the nature of the club head, I actually struck it better. Now, because I struck it better, I increased my ball speed there. So let's have a look at the peak height here. So this is the height that the ball gets to at the peak, measured in yards. So 33 4 iron, 41 with a hybrid. So again, definitely high with that hybrid. And then the descent angles it comes into land, 44 degrees and a steeper 47 degree with a hybrid, which is going to stop a lot quicker on the green. Now this is a big difference here between the pitch distance here, the 4 iron 207, hybrid 226. So on paper the 4 hybrid should replace your 4 iron, but in reality it doesn't always work like that. And this is why it's so important to maybe do a gap fitting session. If you're thinking of putting a hybrid in the bag or trying to replace a long iron with a hybrid, it's important to get the true distance numbers that you hit it. And the only way to do that is on like a launch monitor like GC2, where you can just compare, because you can obviously see there it's not like for like. So you may have to put in a different lofted hybrid to fit in the actual yardage you're trying to achieve. Okay, really important that. And again, the only way you can do that is through a custom fit session. Okay, so if you do want to have a gapping session, And please do contact us in the Pro Shop. We're more than happy to get you on the GC2. Let's see some numbers and really tighten up this, this long part of your golf game, which will make a big difference to your scores. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and we'll see you all soon.